Let's take a look at solving graphically. So sometimes you'll be asked, when does one function equal another? When is one function bigger than the second function? And when is function smaller than the other function? And I think it's important to know what each of these things represents. So if you have two functions equaling each other, this is where they meet. This is the point of intersection. If you have one function f greater than g, this is where the function f of x is above g of x. And if you have it less, this is telling you where the function is underneath or below g of x. So in this problem from the Orca textbook, part A, it's asking for the points of intersections. And there are 2 points of intersections. There's one here and there's one here. I'm going to write these things as points. So this meets at an x value of 1, 2, and it meets at a y value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it has to be a y value of 5 because this red line has y values of 5. So I have 2, 5 as one of my points of intersection. And other point looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6, 2. So negative 6 and 2 both have y values of 5. Part B. This is asking, when does the graph of f of x equals 1/2 x squared plus 2x minus 1, that's the graph in blue, meet y equals 5? That's the graph of the red. And if you're looking at the equal sign, this is really asking you, what are the x values for where these things cross? And we saw that these things crossed at 2 and negative 6. So by answering part A, we've actually come up with our answer for part B, negative 6 and 2. This is the x values for the intersection. Let's look at part C. Part C is asking, when do we have, I'm going to box these things again in their colors, 1/2 x squared plus 2x minus 1, that blue graph, above the graph y equals 5. So if I'm looking at my graph here, I'm seeing anywhere in this region on this right side after they meet up. So from after this point and on, blue is above the red. If I'm looking at the second piece in the center here, I'm seeing the blue is underneath. That doesn't work. I want it to be above. But if I looked at this beginning piece here, blue is above the red here as well. So it looks like there are 2 pieces that work. I have everything less than this negative 6 value, and I have everything greater than this 2 value. So my answer to part C is actually going to have 2 pieces to it. It's going to be from negative infinity to negative 6, not including, it doesn't have an equal sign here. Or I have another piece that works. So I'm using this union symbol, or anything from 2 to infinity. If it's equals, it's where they meet. If it's greater, you're looking where the first thing is above the second. If it's less, you're looking where the first thing is underneath the second. I hope that helps you when you're looking at solving by graphing.